5 reasons you should move to Langford, British Columbia in 2023. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to go over 5 reasons why you should move to Langford, British Columbia in 2023. I know you're thinking about it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cochrane. I've been an award-winning realtor since 2005. That's almost before the internet. And I'm here to help you with any questions you might have regarding buying, selling, or investing in real estate in all of Greater Victoria, including some hacks on how you can own multiple properties. All my contact details are below, so feel free to reach out. Five reasons you should move to Langford, British Columbia. Number 1, the one that gets talked about the most, so I'm just going to start with it right there. Housing affordability, and I mean relative affordability. I don't mean that it's inexpensive to live in Langford. I don't mean that houses are free or half price or anything like that. As a matter of fact, you're only going to save about 10% compared to the core of Victoria, which is Saanich and Victoria and Vic West. Moving to Langford, you can stretch your dollar a little bit further, whether you're renting or buying. Certainly not what the global mentality would consider affordable housing, but it is 10% cheaper than Greater Victoria. Second reason you should move to Langford, British Columbia. It is the most family-friendly city or municipality in all of Greater Victoria. What I mean by that is mostly there are young families out here. The amenities are all set up for young families. There's parks and recreation everywhere. There are playgrounds everywhere. There are lakes that you can take kids to swim in and it's safe. There's no craziness going on. It is a very safe community. My kids were literally playing on the street today. I have a 4, a 6, and a 15-year-old, and the 15-year-old was playing video games, don't get me wrong, but the 4 and the 6-year-old were out scootering up and down our street. And we live on not a busy street, but it certainly is way slower, way safer than Victoria. So it's family friendly out here. There's daycares everywhere. There are brand new facilities, all catering around kids. Third reason you should move out to Langford, British Columbia is if you like new things like I do. I like new homes. I don't like old homes. I do like the character of old homes, but having owned a few old homes, I know that they're a pain in the butt to maintain. You've got plaster, you've got all sorts of different construction methods that nobody supports anymore. Knob and tube wiring. Don't even get me started about cast iron piping or anything like that, but new stuff out here. There's brand new subdivisions all over the place. There's like 4,000 square foot homes if you've got a family, that sort of thing. You cannot find that in Victoria. I shouldn't say you can't find it, but it's very rare, and if you do find it in Greater Victoria, you're going to pay through the nose for it here or there. But out of Langford, those homes are not plentiful, but they certainly exist, and certainly 2,700 square foot homes are everywhere with suites in them. You've got brand new houses, new subdivision, always happening, and you can find a new house to live in that you're not going to have to worry about a ton of maintenance on. The fourth reason you should move to Langford is there's uniformity. There is not old homes in amongst new homes, in amongst old homes, in amongst houses that have wrecked cars in the driveway. There's none of that. It's a pretty uniform subdivision building schemes. All the new subdivisions have building schemes, and they prevent you from having like pink houses and all sorts of other things. Also, they limit the amount of cars you can park in the driveway. They limit the amount of trailers you can have around, if you're even allowed to have them at all. But there are a lot of people that certainly do break those building scheme rules, but it just does keep a nice baseline for uniformity. The fifth, and probably the biggest reason, if I really think about it, that you should move to Langford, British Columbia is to avoid the big city problems. So we do not have drug use out in the open. We do not have the homelessness. We do not have panhandling and crimes and stuff like that. It's just not out there. We just don't see it. Not even in the core of downtown Langford do we see it. We see the odd person that might be homeless, but again, they are not out in the open. They typically have found somewhere that they can enjoy peace and quiet, and they are not congregated with hundreds of other homeless people. Hope you found this video interesting. Please share what your thoughts are in the comments below. All of my contact details are in the comments below. Remember, I help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate in Greater Victoria, and have been doing so since 2005.